Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder of Landscape Marketing Hero. And today, what I'm going to share with you is how you can set goals that you actually achieve in your landscaping business. So, there's a process I've taken many clients through that really not only helps today, but in the long term for goal setting. And since we're early in the year here, I thought that would be good to share. So, stay tuned and I'll break this down for you. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. A couple of weeks back, I had a client come to me and they said, "Hey, I was talking to this other person in my circle, and they said I should be getting 4 new customers a week. What do you think of that, Gabe? Like, is that a good idea or not?" And I said, "Well, I said if you have the capacity and it's normal for you to get 4 customers a week, then there's definitely no problem with that. But if that's not a level of customer acquisition that you're at yet, then I would encourage you to focus on just incremental, bit by bit improvement, because when we grow our businesses that way, things are a lot more stable. We can ramp up, delivery and production. We can ramp up our crews. We can ramp up all the things that need to grow with that level of customer acquisition." And it reminded me of what we want to talk about here today a little bit, is that when we're setting goals for ourselves, it's definitely a good idea to focus on incremental improvement over setting these huge unattainable goals, because what we want to do in training ourselves as the leader, as the entrepreneur, as the manager in the business, we want to train ourselves to set and achieve goals. And I've heard plenty of people say, grow your business 10x this year, or double your size, or do these things that maybe sound attractive and fun and like they could be achieved, but if they're not actually attainable, achievable goals, then what happens is we actually teach ourselves to get in the pattern of failure. So if you wanted to, make your business 10 times bigger in 1 year, yes, is that possible? Technically, it probably is, but it takes a ton of capital, a ton of experience, a ton of resources to get there. And the failure rate when we take on such a big project like that is very high. Whereas if we focus on incremental growth over time, that's what allows us to have the mindset to set a small goal, achieve it, and keep winning. And creating that mindset and that habit and that attitude of winning is way more important than setting huge unattainable goals. And so my encouragement to you is to think about one specific target for the year. Oftentimes a good target in that kind of annual view that we want to take of the year that's coming up is number of new customers, or increasing profits on it, every customer account, or whatever it might be. But by choosing one goal, your focus is immediately limited, which means that you're going to be able to have a lot more success in achieving that goal. And so as for an example, if you say, I want to get 24 new customers this year, then you can say, okay, I only need 2 customers or 6 customers a quarter, 2 a month. And then how do I go about getting a couple customers a month? That's essentially 1 every other week. If that's the goal you set, one of the healthiest things you can do is just think about what we just talked through here. What do I need to do every 90 days? What do I need to do every month? And then what is the weekly activity that's going to be supporting me reaching this goal? When we break things down in a really simple way that way, that's what allows us to stay focused day to day. But it also, again, trains us to get in that mindset of winning and accomplishing the goals that we do set. And we are going to have failures no matter what goal we set for the year. We're not going to, hit things exactly the way we expect, or maybe we unintentionally set too big of a goal and we have to bring it back down into something manageable or achievable. The other thing to really keep in mind as you're setting goals and making sure they're achievable throughout the year is that when you encounter failure, when something is, you thought you were going to get here, in reality, you got here, you didn't all the way, get all the way up to the top of your goal. Don't let any of those failures be wasted. Instead, turn them into learning lessons, because in business, we're always going to have to try and fail at new things. We're going to be in a position where we thought that was a good idea, but it wasn't. If we fail, instead of wasting that failure, it's really important to take time to evaluate it and say, okay, did I set a goal that was unattainable? Or did I not break things down into smaller steps? Is that where things fell down? Or were there other factors that I didn't really understand or realize would have impact on this target, this goal that I have? By taking time to think through those things, it allows us to capitalize on the mistakes that are made and make them positive outcomes that we learn from, instead of just failing and going, oh, that didn't work, I got to try something else, and discarding all that time and experience that we gained. That's really the benefit of failure, is it gives us a lot of experience. And if we take time to evaluate it and walk away with the lessons from it, then we get to avoid those things in the future. Or if we realize we have to take a similar path, we're able to do so in such a way that we avoid some of the pitfalls or some of the mistakes that we made in process there. And so my encouragement to you is, for this year, set 1 or 2 at most big goals that will help you grow the business. Then break down those goals into smaller steps for the quarter, then even smaller, minute steps for the month and each week, and then track your progress and evaluate how close you're getting to your goal every month and every quarter. That's what's going to allow you to stay focused on the one thing that you want to achieve. And it's going to allow you to really make that incremental, step-by-step process. And just remind yourself on a daily basis, if you take action and you make progress over time, that's ultimately what's going to help you grow in the long run. So don't worry about achieving massive growth or massive results in a short time. Instead, just get into the habit of making little incremental steps and making progress day over day, week over week, month over month, quarter over quarter, and then ultimately year over year, because that is how you're going to grow successfully. So I hope this has been useful and help you think a little bit different about your goals for the year. If you need anything else, please reach out to us at landscapemarketinghero.com. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.